Who are the richest athletes of all time? Over the decades, athletes from all over the world have become true money-making machines. In addition to extraordinary performances and countless achievements, some athletes have found ways to make money that go beyond their physical activities, encompassing different sources of income, such as product endorsements, advertising, creating their own brands, commercial agreements, and partnerships with some of the largest companies in the world. In this way, sport has become just one of the countless sources of income possible for those who, above all, have the audience and attention of the public. And where these elements come together, so does the money. A lot of money. In this scenario, the website Statista has compiled a list of the 10 richest athletes of all time. Let's take a look at the list. Before we continue, a quick message. These videos take a lot of effort to produce, so if you're still watching, please leave a like to support our work. Consider subscribing and leaving a comment below. Any feedback is appreciated. If you want to learn more about business, check out our list of recommended books in the description and comments below. Now back to the video's topic. Number 10. Phil Mickelson. The American golfer gained notoriety for being one of the best golfers on the planet, with 44 PGA trophies, the sport's biggest tournament. Over the years, he has signed sponsorship contracts worth hundreds of millions of dollars with companies and funds that see golf as an excellent opportunity to promote their businesses, as the sport is dedicated to a high-income audience that gathers to watch and play the sport. Because of this, Phil Mickelson's fortune is $1.3 billion. Number 9. Roger Federer. The legendary tennis player who has established himself as one of the best players of all time has managed to leverage his on-court earnings by signing a series of sponsorship deals with sports brands, including Nike and recently, the Japanese company Uniqlo, which have created product lines with the player's name. In addition, Federer has demonstrated his ability as an investor by partnering with On Running, a company that specializes in the manufacture of high-performance running shoes. Federer's earnings and investments combined amount to $1.3 billion. Number 8. Floyd Mayweather. The controversial boxer amassed a huge fortune even without signing major advertising deals. The majority of his fortune comes from the purses he received for his fights, which made him the highest-paid athlete in the world while he was active, with an annual salary of over $275 million. In addition to his purses, he also owns various businesses such as amusement parks in Las Vegas, a NASCAR racing team, and a boxing agency. In total, the former fighter is estimated to have a net worth of $1.4 billion. Number 7. Lionel Messi. The current FIFA World Player of the Year has distinguished himself not only for having won countless titles in soccer but also for having accumulated a billionaire fortune of $1.4 billion, according to the publication. His investments include a chain of luxury hotels in partnership with the Majestic Hotel Group. Number 6. LeBron James. Considered by many to be the best basketball player of all time, the star who is still active is also extremely successful in the business world. With a series of investments and commercial agreements, the athlete has managed to multiply the millions of dollars he received for his performance on the court. To give you an idea, he was one of the first investors in the headphone brand Beats, which was sold to Apple in 2014. It is estimated that James alone received $100 million for his stake in the company in the sale. In addition, he owns 2% of Fenway Sports Group, which owns the Boston Red Sox baseball franchise and the English soccer club Liverpool, and these are just a few examples of his portfolio, with an estimated net worth of $1.5 billion. Number 5. Cristiano Ronaldo. If there is controversy about who was the greatest on the field when it comes to Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, when it comes to money, the Portuguese has so far been the big winner of the duel, because according to the publication, Cristiano has managed to accumulate a fortune of $1.5 billion, especially due to the large number of commercials and advertising deals that the Portuguese has managed to make throughout his career, mainly as a result of his more extroverted and media-friendly personality than his eternal rival. In addition, Cristiano Ronaldo is the person with the most followers on Instagram, which is also an excellent way to make a lot of money from advertising. Number 4. Jack Nicklaus. The 84-year-old former golfer shows that the sport is a business hub that brings together billions of dollars in sponsorship deals, implementation and creation of real estate complexes, and much more. In this context, the former player and also golf course designer managed to gather a huge fortune of $1.6 billion through a series of contracts signed due to the sport. Number 3. Arnold Palmer, the only member of the top 10 who is no longer with us. The former golfer who passed away in 2016 is also another example of how well-paid high-level athletes in the sport are. He amassed a fortune of $1.7 billion. Number 2. Tiger Woods. Rounding out the group of golfers on the list, Woods has become not only the richest but also the most famous name in the sport worldwide. He is celebrated for his controversies and mainly for his great achievements in the sport. Over the years, he has captured the attention of various sponsors and for decades was one of Nike's main partners, with whom he had a multi-million-dollar contract until recently. Over the years, he has amassed a fortune of $2.5 billion. Number 1. Michael Jordan. Some argue that he was the greatest basketball player of all time, but there is no argument about who was the most successful when it comes to money, and that title is not limited to basketball, because Michael Jordan is the richest athlete of all time, in addition to his legendary performance on the court, which earned him over $100 million. The player managed to transform himself into a beloved figure worldwide and a hugely successful brand. From his success with the movie Space Jam to his products that today are worn by people all over the world through his clothing brand, and mainly through his partnerships with Nike in the footwear and apparel of the Air Jordan brand. In addition, he has celebrated several other multi-million-dollar businesses and deals. As if that weren't enough, Jordan has spread various investments in different areas, including the purchase of the Charlotte Hornets, a basketball team he recently sold for billions of dollars. In total, according to the publication, Jordan's fortune is $3.3 billion, making him the richest athlete of all time. And who do you think should be in the top 10 or who should soon join the list? Share with us in the comments. Be sure to check out our latest video on the channel breaking down Michael Jordan's fortune and investments in more detail and telling how he became a multi-billionaire. A big hug and see you next video. Do you know which business model offers high profit margins, immense scalability, and requires low initial investment? The startup market specializing in software development is the optimal choice to bring together all these advantages. However, the only place where you will truly find a highly scalable service that demands low investment is with Roadmap. Roadmap has global experience providing consulting and developing apps for startups in the United States, Europe, and Latin America, making it by far the best option for new entrepreneurs. If you want to venture into the premier market, contact Roadmap right away through the website www.roadmap.co/home or via email at contact@roadmap.co.